Wow. First game of the day went for quite a while. The other games could too, so I'm going to shoehorn this one in before the Rangers and the Devils get started. So it's Brossois versus Hellebuck, and honestly, this series has been great. You'll notice that everything at the bottom isn't there because I needed two boards. So, Pionk to Barron near miss. Kolasar versus Dillon happens at 49 seconds after a Kolasar hit on Lowry. Jets are getting zone time, need shots, and this was a storyline throughout this game. I want to say series, but Vegas doing a good job of boxing out and limiting those chances for Winnipeg. So Stevenson would score at 2:52 from Stone and Amadio. Now that was the first shot of the game, and it was wired on a rush. So Vegas gets off to the start you want to. You want to take the fans out of the game. Jets look to answer. They were still without a shot to this point. Jets, they press. They draw themselves a power play. An aggressive penalty kill by Vegas. Connors denied. The next shot was held. We get some pushing after that. Morrissey exits, and he had just returned. So he gets hurt. He would exit a second time. He does not come back into the game. So this could potentially be huge. This game is absolutely it feels like this is a turning point in the series, right? So we have 4-on-4 for 38 seconds, and then a Vegas power play. They would score on it. It is Eichel. It was cycled. He buries a rebound there. Stevenson and Pietrangelo with the assists at 6:18. It's 2-0 Vegas. Morrissey's out. This one looks like it's probably almost done already, right? So Vegas presses for another. The shots are 3 apiece at 7.5 minutes, which 2 of their first 3 shots have gone in. Jets press, but they're kept to the outside. Roy has a shot that's saved. The rebound is cleared. And then Connor would score from DeMello and Dillon at 9:07. So that one's tipped in, and the crowd, they get really loud again on that one. Schmidt then has a wraparound that won't go. The Jets press to tie it. The fans call one, the ref doesn't. The ref is then told that he sucks, because otherwise, how would he know? Jets press with 7.5 minutes left. Pietrangelo then has a shot that's saved. There's a hit on Marchessault that draws cheers. Shots are 8-6 for Vegas with 4 minutes left. We were already up to more than 40 hits in the game at that point. It didn't stay at that rate. It is hard to stay at that rate as the series goes along because guys are getting sore, right? So if you're hitting at that rate, eventually the bumps and bruises are going to add up. Vegas presses with a minute and a half left, 21.9 seconds left. Vegas gets power play. And so that rolls over into the second period. This is where they'd also announced Morrissey would not return due to a lower body injury. Takes some time for Vegas to set up. Jets cleared out. Gustafsson has a clear that ends it. Marchessault then has a shot that's held. We get a power play for the Jets. Vegas does not let them set up. Scheifele has a shot that's blocked. The Jets cycle. Connor has a shot that's held. Nemesnikov can't bury one as that comes to an end. We then had a post for Barron as the Jets press. The shots are 5-1 for Vegas, though, at 6 minutes. And this is where things get really interesting in that for zone time, yeah, Winnipeg's doing well. They're not getting to the net. They're not getting shots. Shot suppression, a big part of Vegas's game at this point. A net feed to Scheifele gets picked off. DeMello has a shot that's blocked. Kessel has a net drive that's saved. The Jets clear it out. There's a glove save on a really good chance for Dubois and close. Power play then for Vegas. Stevenson fires one wide. Smith has a shot that's saved, and then it's Eichel. He scores again on the power play. From Pietrangelo and Smith, that's at 10:46. So it was a one-timer on a good cycle. That restores the 2-goal lead for the Vegas Golden Knights. Dubois to Connor then, near miss there. The Jets press to answer. There was another press by Winnipeg with 6.5 minutes left. Kessel then has a shot that's kicked aside. The rebound deflects out, but on his zone entry, Kolasar buries a rebound. Eichel and Amadio with the assists at 17:44. So it's 4-1. And at this point, Eichel with 3 points. He's been fantastic. He has silenced a lot of the doubters at this point in this series. With 1:54 left, though, the Jets get a power play. The fans are restless as this one's struggling. The Vegas Golden Knights making sure they don't get set up. It's not an easy setup when they do. And then Lowry couldn't hit a buzzer beater. So we're going into the third period with the score 4-1. And for all intents and purposes, this one looks like it's done. More zone time for the Jets. No drives to the net. And Vegas was keeping the fans quiet until Niederreiter scores on a zone entry over Brossois' glove. Dubois and Pionk with the assists at 2:04. Vegas looks to answer the next shift. Appleton then has a shot that's held. We get some pushing. Schmidt has a blast that's saved. The rebound gets cleared. Jets are picking off passes. They have some momentum at this stage of the game. Near miss for Barron on a tip. The fans call one. Referee doesn't, yet again. Niederreiter was denied on a face-off win. Eichel has a shot that's saved, as there's a brief press for Vegas there. Haig fires one wide. Or fires one high, I should say. Press by Vegas with 7.5 minutes left. With 7:25 left, the Jets get a power play. Dubois has a chance that's held. Good cycle. There's a shorthanded Carlson chance that's saved. On a rush, Scheifele ends up losing the handle. However, towards the end of that power play, they score. It's Scheifele, far corner from the face-off circle. Pionk and Connor with the assists at 14:08. Jets press with 4 minutes left. Vegas then presses back with 3 minutes left. The goalie pull would happen with 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, and the Jets tie it. It's Lowry from Pionk and Connor at 19:38. So he muscles that one in. He wills it into the net, but with 2.5 seconds left, Vegas gets a power play. So that rolls over into overtime. Fans not happy about that call. Jets prevent an early setup of that. I've got present, but prevent is the right word. Vegas sets up. They cycle. It's another clear for the Jets. Martinez fires one high. The next chance is blocked. Winnipeg kills it off. We then get a press by Vegas after it comes to an end. Back-to-back icings for the Golden Knights. Kolasar has a chance that's saved. Scheifele with the net drive. That's defended. Pionk has a shot that deflects out. The Jets press 6 minutes in. They are not getting shots on net. Eichel has a net feed picked off. Schmidt then has a shot that's blocked and cleared, and Niederreiter can't bury one in close. Haig fires one wide. Whitecloud fires high. The shots on net 12 minutes into the first overtime are 4-0 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. So not a lot of chances in that overtime. More shot blocks by Vegas follow that. Follow me writing that there too. Then there's a near miss for Dubois as the Jets press. Marchessault was denied in close. There's a press by Vegas in the closing minute, and Dubois has a net feed that's held near the end of the period. And now I need to change boards. And I debated about changing boards because I didn't know, okay, can I just put 5 and then get that on the board? And I thought, well, I don't know how long it's going to go. So I opted for another board. So early in the second overtime or fifth period, as I have it on the board here, Connor has a rush chance that's saved. The Jets press. Power play, though, for Vegas on a trip. And it was Dubois and Stone. They had to call that. Stone could have been on his own. He could have had a scoring chance. And B, it was a clear trip. Sent him through the air. Smith has a blast that's saved and held. The Jets clear on a face-off win. Eichel fires one wide as Vegas cycles. The Jets clear. Theodore gets denied. There's more cycling. The Jets kill it off. 3 shots. And it looks like they're going to get away with this, but they get up behind their net. Pionk gives it to Sandberg, and Sandberg doesn't take the right tactic to get the puck out of their zone, and it ends up going to Amadio via Barbashev. And at 3 minutes and 40 seconds on that turnover, it's a one-timer in the back of the net, and it just takes all the wind out of that building and out of the Jets. And I feel awful for Sandberg. When these things happen, I feel awful for the player who's committed the turnover. And it doesn't even matter if I'm cheering for the other team. I still feel bad for the guy who committed the turnover. So your 3 stars in this game, a 5-4 double overtime win for the Vegas Golden Knights. Eichel, Lowry, and Amadio. I can't argue with any of those. Eichel was dominant for the first 3 periods, it seemed, or first 2 periods at least. Lowry gets it to overtime, and then Amadio ended it, and it wasn't his first point of the game. Shots on net favor Vegas in the first and second, 10-6. And 16-5. And then in the third, it was 17-11 for Winnipeg. First overtime, it was 6-5 for Vegas. Second overtime, 5-1 for Vegas. Final shots are 48-34 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Power plays, 2 for 5 for Vegas, 1 for 4 for Winnipeg. The hits, 69-39, so 108 hits. But remember, more than 40 of those are in the first period. Brossoit saved 30 out of 34. Hellebuck saves 43 out of 48. So there you go. You guys are caught up on what happened in the first game of the night. We are now going to get into the other 3 after the first period in the Toronto-Tampa game, which has already been bonkers, and getting ready to start up the New Jersey Rangers game where Schmid's going to start. We'll see how that goes. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.